I am just coming on to do an update on my son's 6th grade curriculum. We made some changes since I did the last video. I took some things out, added some new things. One of the big changes was our literature and some of our writing stuff. So we were doing lightning literature. We stopped that. He wasn't really fond of it. We tried to go from the new one to the old 7th grade. Still really wasn't a big fan. So I have some moving beyond the page unit studies, and we're going to be using these. We started with the independent study one, which is an argumentative paper. And he's doing this, and it goes through different things like learning different concepts about writing a argumentative paper. We talk a lot about bias and propaganda, starting research, finding information, writing your essay, presentation. So this has been interesting, and kind of can't wait to see what his paper turns out, how his paper turns out. We are going to be reading Number the Stars as well. We're starting this within a couple of days. We are in Europe for our geography and culture curriculum, and we had just finished Germany, so kind of thought this might be a good one to kind of go over, read the book, do some of the worksheets, and well, we're still in Europe. And then another one, the next one we're doing, we are going to be doing a single shard. When we get to Asia and get on to Korea, this will be one that we will definitely be using. He likes this author a lot, so I know he'll like the book, hopefully. And then this one is just kind of one of their regular unit studies. Lots of different hands-on activities, different assignments. So we have that. I have a Greek myths one. I plan to use it eventually. My son likes Greek mythology. It's a long unit though. There's a lot in it. So we'll either do it at the very end of the school year or the summer leading into next school year. So we have this one as well. Give me 1 second. Some of the other books that he's going to be reading within middle school. So maybe not this year, but probably next year, 8th grade. Scythe. I've heard a lot of good things about this book. He likes dystopian type of novels anyway. So we will be reading this one probably next year. I will be reading it with him, read aloud. It's in the Build Your Libraries level 10 curriculum as well, which is something I am looking at. Haven't decided on for future use, but he can then read it on his own later. But we're going to read it out loud, probably next year. Some of the others. Ender's Game. I love this book. He started it earlier this school year. Wasn't time to read it. It was supposed to be an independent read. Didn't really enjoy it all that much yet, so I think we'll try it again probably in 8th grade, maybe 9th, probably 8th. And it can be a read aloud. Honestly, I like the book, so read alouds are fun even with slightly older kids. The Outsiders is one I'm going to have him read either probably in 8th grade when we do U.S. history and we're focusing more on the U.S. stuff. But I like this book. I liked it when I read it. I have one of the old versions where it's like this big and like a hardback. I have no idea how I got that one, and then I got this one for him. A couple of the other books that I have is Samurai Rising. He'll read this next year when we do world history. And then I accidentally bought the graphic novel version of Watership Down when I thought it would be in our curriculum for this year. But I'm going to have him read it anyway. He likes bunnies, so I thought he'd read this. I am going to get the Hobbit version, the graphic novel version of The Hobbit. We had tried to read through The Hobbit together earlier this year. He didn't enjoy it all that much, and I think maybe in a graphic novel version he might. Not a big fan of fantasy. He is not. but I'd like for him to at least know the story of The Hobbit. So we'll try that. I am going to be getting the Odyssey and the Iliad's graphic novel version, and there's a couple of other ones out there too within the next couple of years. We changed his grammar to Easy Grammar Plus from Growing with Grammar. Love Growing with Grammar. It takes too long for him to complete something just because it's double-sided. There's multiple different things. Easy Grammar is easy. It's, you just do the worksheet, learn the lesson, do the worksheet. So he does 1 page a day. And I will probably be doing this into the next year. So then we have also changed math. He finished Thinkwell's Honors 6th grade already. And I had gotten the pre-algebra because that's what he had tested into. He's not liking kind of the setup. He wasn't originally liking the videos all that much, but had liked other aspects of it. And so we are pausing that curriculum right now. And we'll probably change to Mr. D next year and just continue pre-algebra then. Currently we are using resources I already have. So the Everything You Need to Ace book has questions he can do, different processes on what to use. Pullman workbook, he'll be doing some of this. I do have the free download of The Good and Beautiful's Math 7. While I don't purchase any of their curriculums, because I don't, we're not a religious homeschoolers. Their math, if you don't use the videos, there's no mention of religion in their math. So we will use the workbook without their videos. And if we need videos, we'll find them online. He hasn't needed it yet. We're really just using it as review. I also added languages. He likes languages, is enjoying learning languages, likes the different aspects of it. So we've added Japanese. He's already started this one a little bit. Japanese from 0, they have online lessons. So we'll do 1 day of online lesson, and then we have the first workbook. And so we'll do 1 day of the workbook a week. And he's liked this so far. And then the other one I got was the Memorial Press French. My mom is fluent in French, so she will be helping with this as well. I'm pretty sure I got the charter school version of it, but there's nothing I've noticed in here. It has been religious. So just fine. He likes languages, so we're going to be learning a little bit of French. So a little look into this actually. So there's, different lessons. The first lesson is this. Then you have the teacher guide that has a little bit more information in it. Each lesson. And then there's quizzes as well. And then here's the teacher guide. So a little more information on the teacher guide with the answers. And then in the back are the quizzes. So there's like a quiz for each lesson. And then there's extended resources as well in here. So quiz for each lesson. Information. How to do things. So we'll be starting this. We'll be doing this 2 days a week. Japanese 2 days a week. And then I have a free trial for Latin. If he wants to do it, we have it. So we will do that 1 day if we end up doing it. I don't want to overload him with things, but he likes languages, so. And this is the workbook for the Japanese. The ones that we didn't change were, he's still doing the science with Science Mom. He's doing astronomy. He's not started the Blossom in Roots middle school science. We will be doing that next year. And then haven't figured out 8th grade science yet. And then we didn't change spelling. It is still soaring with spelling. Spelling is a review for him. He's a pretty decent speller. in his geography class, there are a bunch of other novels and books that he will be reading. I Am Malala is one. Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. There's a couple others in there as well that we will be kind of going over and reading as we get to their parts of the world. And yeah, so that is the updates. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know if there's any other stuff I can update on. Thank you. Bye.